Hello and welcome to the King's house. Today we're going to make this diaper cake. This is going to a girl that I work with. Some of the things that you need are some cable ties or zip ties, a hot glue gun, of course the diapers, and a teddy bear, or you can use any type of animal or little cars. Then you're going to need some ribbons. I chose green. Of course, you can choose any colors. And I chose this size. You can choose a little bit wider if you like. And then I also chose these rubber duckies. I'm going to make it like a two-tone. And you're going to see that as we go on. Then you're going to need some rubber bands. Kind of tore up the bag there a little bit. Got a little bit radical, I guess. And then you're going to need these 3-inch cake rounds. And you can get these at any of the big box stores. I chose the glitter type, silver glitter. So you're going to need to score with your scissors a little bit to get that plastic silvery film off the top. Because I found that the hot glue will not stick to that plastic sheet that's on top of it. Next you're going to need an empty paper towel holder, and you're going to need to score the bottom of it. And you just make like 4 cuts into it. No exact science, just make 4 cuts. Kind of make them even, but you don't have to sit there and measure and drive yourself crazy. So here you can see I've got the flaps, and I'm putting hot glue to them. You want to make sure that you put a good bit of hot glue to each of the flaps. And if you look down onto the silver cake round, you can see where I tore off that silver. And then just hold it down until it dries. You know the wonder of hot glue. I just love it. It can be a little tricky sometimes and burn you. Now this is Petey. Of course, these cats, they're always got to be where you're at, looking and experimenting with you. To roll up the diapers, you start at the open end and go towards the closed end. Doesn't have to be real tight. Take one of your rubber bands. Now I have to loop it twice. And then you want it at a third at the top. This is going to be real important as we go on. Now as you can see, we put it around the paper towel holder, which is secured to the cake round. And then I took some curling ribbon. It's fairly inexpensive. And you just put it completely around all the diapers on this first little round. Make a simple square knot and cut it off. Petey's there staring at it. And now you're going to take off the rubber bands. Now don't do like I did the first time and put the rubber bands all haphazard. They all have to be at the top. And you want to make sure that they're kind of at the top, like that 1/3 like I told you. Because, you know, the first time I had to tear it all apart and try it again. So now we're on to the second row. You do it the same way. And this is when it's really nice to have like a second pair of hands. Then you take your curling ribbon, wrap it all around all the diapers, make your simple knot, cut it off, and then you peel those rubber bands off again. Sometimes you have to hold down on the diaper just a little bit. They want to pop out. Now we did it again, third row, clear around, and on the third row I always make 2 strands of that curling ribbon. Makes it really nice and secure. So you can see that we did 3 rows coming out from the paper towel holder. And now we just take off our rubber bands again, just like we did before. And just be careful when you're taking them off, and just make sure that the rubber bands are at the top, not on the bottom. And just take them off nice and slow and easy, and push down your diaper if they want to come back up out. Sometimes they want to do that if you get too radical. Of course, I ran out of diapers and I had to make some more, and Bad Kitty, he was, you know, supervising like he always does. Yeah, that's his name, Bad Kitty. So now we're on to the top row, and you just do it the same way. You put the diapers right around that paper towel holder, secure it with your curling ribbon. There's Petey and Bad Kitty on the other side. And then we're on to the second row. And this is the second row on the top. So I put 3 rows on the bottom and 2 rows on the top. And you kind of have like a little ledge there. Now I've seen people, they put flowers if they know it's going to be for a girl, or if they have certain colors. You can also add like little accents, like a little car if you know it's going to be for a little boy. There's all kinds of options. Now we're on to the green ribbon. And I just measured it around, cut it off to size, and then I used that hot glue again. And make sure you don't get it on the diapers. Oh, that could be a real disaster. And you just secure the end. Very simple. And then I took my little rubber duckies, and I'm going to size it, cut it off, and I put a little dab on the one end, as I'm showing you right here, just to make it nice and secure on that green ribbon. And then just hot glue it again. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on the second row, on the top row. Put your green ribbon, then your little rubber duckies, secure them with hot glue. It makes for a very stable little diaper cake. And again, just make sure that you don't let that hot glue, you want enough to make it stick, but not to make it runny. Now this is another one of those cake rounds. You get 3 in a package. And I've already made a couple of these diaper cakes. So you take a saucer or a bowl or whatever that's going to fit underneath your teddy bear and draw a circle. And then just cut it out with your scissors. Oh, bad kitty. You think you could get any closer? Now, if you had a toilet paper holder, empty one, that would have been ideal, but I didn't have one, so I just used another paper towel holder and cut it in half. And now we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to score the bottom, about an inch, inch and a half, and we're going to make those tabs again. Now this time I only made 3, but it really doesn't matter. You could have made 4. You know me, just something different. Putting that hot glue on there. Make sure you got a good bit on it because you want it to stick pretty good. Bad kitty. And then you just hold it down until it's secure. But now this time you want to make sure that you go to the cardboard, not to the silvery part. Now, on the other end, you're going to cut it. Make several, like a whole bunch. And you want to go all the way down, and just maybe to an inch or an inch and a half there, from the bottom of that base. And then kind of scrunch it together and put it inside that paper towel holder that's already secured. And push it down, make sure it's going to fit good and tight. And if it's not, just go ahead and cut some more slits in it. This is just a test fit. And don't get radical. You don't have to be any brute force. And then I make a hole in there. I found if you got a screwdriver, it does really well. Just punch a hole kind of through it, and then take one of your zip ties or those cable ties and put it around the teddy bear's thighs, real close to its like body, and then just bring it down underneath and secure it, and then cut off the end. So on that side we had only used 1 hole. On this side we used 2 holes. It doesn't matter. Teddy bear is going to be really secure on there anyway. And there we are. We're all finished and Bad Kitty likes it. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up. See you next time.